Hello everyone. I hope I am audible. Let me open the chats also. Just a second. Yep. Can you all chat now? Do the chatting, type anything. Let's see. Hi, hello, anything? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Shashank. Okay, so we are good now. Okay, Shramik is here. Right, that is good. Let's wait for some time. Let me also see. Okay, now I think the audio quality is better, right? Okay. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. We will start in 5 minutes, okay? Let others also join. So we'll start in 5 minutes. Let me also put a screen and start a timer. Just a second. Mm, Cool. We'll start in 5 minutes. Okay. I'm making my video also invisible. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Now is it audible? Cool, cool, cool. So I was just checking the confusion between 8:40. I'm not sure how did you get the information. To me, it was always 8 p.m. only, so that's why we have started. Also, I can see on the page also it is 8 p.m. only. So cool, no issue. You are in the panel. We can start. You are in the session. Uh, okay, we will see that glitch, Ravi. Don't worry about it. Cool. So let's start. Are we excited? Cool. Just a second. Let me check if no other window is open. I have to also. Okay, it looks good. Cool. I'm sharing the screen again. I hope the screen is visible. And we are going to start the session. Okay. Before starting the session, can you all tell me, um, like, what is your experience? Are you from IT background or not? So let's start one by one. Let's first answer how much experience do you have? I hope you can message in anywhere, like everyone, or to host directly. Oh, 25 years. Nice. 1.10. It 10 months? Nice, nice. 10 years, 3 months. Nice. Okay. 11 years. Okay. 1 year, 10 year. Cool. Okay. Acha. Hi. Hi, Sudhanshu. 18 plus. Yes, yes. Cool. So before starting the session, I want to know like how do you know anything about prompt engineering? Have you written prompts before? Because in today's time, I'm hoping that you all have already worked on various prompts and things, right? So you have written prompt, I'm assuming, already. Oh, 17 years experience and close to 10 as software engineer. Oh, that's good. That's nice. Chalo. Then before starting, let's see one thing. Can you see this screen? The AI o'clock webinars. Let me also see. Yep. So this is an initiative by Telesco in which what we are doing, we are trying to basically catch up with AI terms, AI technologies, and we will start discussing about various things. Like in last sessions, we started with building our own RAG in Python, which I think I took. Then after that, we had a Codex class, a workshop on which was taken by Naman. Then working with local LLM, which was taken by Naveen sir. And then today I'm taking this prompt engineering class. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to create what we can say. We are trying to open a channel basically where we can talk with each other, where we can share various topics of AI. Maybe next time we will talk about agents, maybe talk about or create some agents. This was pure coding class. This was also pure coding class. This was, I think, Sir was showing up his project which he is working on, and this is about prompt engineering. So today's class we are not going to do a lot of coding, I must say, but then also we are going to see how prompts work and what are the things which we can do to improve our prompts. So I hope we are okay with it, right? Okay, this is going to be an interactive session. So if you don't answer, I'll stop talking basically. I'll wait for your response and the wait will be like huge. So you have to keep responding. Be engaging. It is not a long session, so you can be engaging. Okay, how can you see the recording? Yes, you can see the recording at this place only. You can enroll to this course. This is free course, and you can basically see all the recordings, the previous recordings as well. Maybe in future we will change something about it, but today though you can see basically anything. With this we can start. Cool. So I hope you all are getting the screen. We are going to talk about prompt engineering. Do we have that option? Yep. Prompt engineering. So what is prompt engineering? We all already know about this. I don't want to drag it. I don't want to say the things again and again. But a prompt basically is a simple input. The input can be text, video, audio, image, anything can be an input. And simply, what do we want from a prompt? We want our desired response. That is it. That is all prompt engineering is. Okay. We want to basically talk to our models, our LLMs, and we want some various outputs in the format which we want, in the way which we want, and that is all the journey is about. Why it is engineering? Because it is keep on evolving, and in engineering basically means the science of knowing. So we have to know what is AI, what is prompt, how it works, who we are talking to, how they basically respond to our queries. Are there any new changes in it? Do we have to upgrade ourselves according to prompt? Do we have to upgrade our prompts? So all of these things will be covered in this today's session. Cool. So I'm starting the session, and this is the first thing which we need to know. How do we talk generally in normal like life to life scenario also? What do we do? We first check out like who are we talking to, right? If he's a senior, he's a junior, if he's from other community or not, if he's from Python and I'm from Java, if he is my project manager basically who doesn't know anything about coding, what is the context of him? Like how much do they know about my thing? That is the first parameter which we set. We also like to know who we are talking to, and then what information can I provide to them? How can I convey my message, my prompt to them in the best way possible, in which the communication can get easier, right? This is one of the core skills which we need to have if we want to grow as a software developer as well. Not prompt, but in general, talking, in general, communicating. So communication is one of those skills which we need to know. Most of the developers community think that they start coding once they get a ticket or something, but that's not how it's done. I have spent around 8 to 9 years in this IT industry, and in that, most of my work was around POCs. So in POCs, basically, we have to talk a lot. We have to go to and fro. Maybe it will kill our sprints or anything, but we have to be first sure about the feature which we try to implement. So that is one of the major part of our communication as a software developer as well. Also, I would like to know, are you all are software developers, or is there anyone who is not from this IT industry? If you are not, please type yes. You are from testing, okay. Okay, okay. So the same rule applies for testing also, right? We have to communicate our test cases and everything to developers. Okay, you are from CloudOps. Nice. I'm a fresher. Nice. Testing, cool. Java dev, okay. Mostly from IT scene only, right? No one is like from management or anything like that? You're a fresher. Okay, cool. So this is about knowing who we are talking to whom we are talking to. The moment we get like all the things that I'm talking to my manager, he doesn't know about coding, but he knows about my stuff, my ticket, and he knows the context of this ticket. Maybe I'm doing this from last 10 days. So I can figure out that now it's high time. I should be like taking charge of this ticket and complete it as soon as possible. Right? Maybe they already know that in middle I got defects or something, so they will be lenient towards us. So this is how the process of talking basically goes. Now, in order to talk to our thing, what are we going to talk to? We are going to talk to our GPT family: Claude, Gemini, Llama, Mistral, DeepSeek. I have no idea what Mistral is. I have just written it. Okay. Llama, we already know. Gemini, we already know. Claude, we must be using to write our Claudes. GPT family, we are writing because there are so many models in our GPT, OpenAI basically. There are so many models from which we can talk to. Also in all of these things. So in Claude also we can use change our models basically if we are thinking out for a solution, or we are writing the code, or we are writing the basic code, we can switch between our models. Similar to Llama and all. So this is all. So this is what we are going to talk to. We are going to talk to LLMs. Now, before talking to LLM, we first know about LLMs, like how do they function, how do they think. We are going to talk to models basically. And in this course, I'm not talking about each and every model. Let me also show that slide first. So this is our model, right? What is our model? Model, AI trained system that learn patterns and from the data perform a specific task. This is the basic definition of a model. I'm not going too far or too into it because that is not necessary for prompt engineering. Basically, we have all this huge list of model. Maybe the list is more now. This I created a 1 day back. So we have models who can take input as text and can produce as text. Then images can produce labels, text, object. From audio, we can produce text. From text and images, we can produce vectors. Again, what is vector? We have already discussed in the previous sessions. So it is fine. I'm not going to discuss it now. Embeddings also we have discussed. Images, text, images, text. So these are all the list. Okay, go through this. I will share this document after this class. Also in the, I think, resources section, you will find the session after once the class is uploaded. So this is all the list which we are going to do. Basically, we are trying to convey our thing in a form and we are expecting the result in a form. Maybe the form are same like this, text to text. Maybe the form are same like audio to audio. Yeah, audio to audio, speech modules. And maybe they are different. From images, I am getting text, or from text, I am getting music or sound. Cool. So this is all the thing is. Now, when we talk about models, when we talk about things like LLM, they don't have like they do have a brain. How can I say this? They do have a brain basically. They are intelligent, no doubt about that, but they are not wise. They are not going to do things just like that. How LLM works is basically we need to understand this. How LLM think. LLM usually thinks on the basis of semantic searches. Now, what is semantic search? So every LLM is trained on various parameters. They have tokens. What is token? Token can be anything. First of all, let me write about token also. Let's say the word is smart. Now, this word smart can be one token. Let me change the word or write another word. Let's say the word is engineering. Now, the word engineering can be divided into two tokens. So, one is engineer and the other word is ing. Why I am dividing like this? Because ing is a suffix which is used for a lot of words, right? So, maybe our tokenizer is dividing the words like this. Again, if I take another example, let's say if I take any word, let's say uninteresting. Okay. Now it is up to our LLM, our tokenizer, which is going to divide this word. It can be divided into two parts or maybe into three parts, like ing separate. Just a second, like this or like this. Cool. So who divides this is tokens are basically SI unit of our LLM, and who divides the token? Basically, LLM have a tokenizer which divides the token and by searching the tokens and its semantic searches and basically how 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 easily can we find a pattern between different tokens is the way our LLM respond. If I give you a easy example, let's say here are some words, right? Here are two parameters. First is state. Here the state is solid. Here it is liquid. Temperature is cold here and hot here. Let's say the first example is samosa. Where should samosa go? Okay. Yeah. Every tokenizer basically have their own share of algorithm to basically do the tokenization. It can be different for each and every LLM which we use. Okay. So hot, sorry, samosa, where will it go? It will go to cold and liquid, or Ravi is saying hot and solid, right? So it will go somewhere here. It is hot also, and it is like solid state also. If I talk about jalebi, yep, please respond. Okay, build a habit of responding. It will be easier in the following time. Jalebi will also go here if we talk about tea. Tea is hot in nature, but is not solid, right? So it can't go here, it can go here. Again, with cold coffee, it can't go here, it can't go here. The cold coffee will go somewhere here. If we talk about ice cream will go in solid state because they are not melted, I am assuming, and they are cold. Right. So, like this, there are thousands, millions of parameters in which all the tokens are situated. So now, whenever I say, let's say I am writing a line like this, let me take another line. I'm writing something like, let's say, I like the color, and here we have a fill in the blank. So this blank is mostly like to get a value from color, right? So there will be a parameter for colors, and all the colors like jalebi and samosa will be situated in the same place. So because of this color and the formation of this sentence, our tokenizer or our due to our tokens, it is going to detect that we are talking about colors, and the values for colors can be blue, black, red, green, anything. It can't be hat, right? Because hat doesn't come under the same category of colors. So it can be blue, black, anything. Maybe blue here. Okay, so like this our LLM works. Like this our LLM thinks. Now the thing is, if we are going to think like this is what this is called. This is called semantic search. So we have a large number of parameters and it matches the parameters. So what it does is now I don't have to tell our LLM that specific word. Maybe I can talk to LLM in this case. Maybe I can talk to LLM that I want to eat something hot and solid. It will suggest me samosa and jalebi by itself. Okay, I don't have to like do the exact word search. I don't have to search for samosas in order to get samosas in response. This makes sense? Okay, SI unit. I have written it. Okay. I have written it loosely actually. It is not an SI unit per se, but for our prompts, we can write this. For our prompts, the SI unit of prompts is token only. This makes more sense. Thanks for pointing it out here. This makes more sense. Cool. So now I can go to Zomato and I can tell Zomato that I want to eat, yeah, I want to drink maybe something cold thing, right? So it can easily give me cold coffee based on its responses. Cool. Clear up to now. I think this you already know. How many of you already knew this? Like this chart thing and this thing. If yeah, anyone have any doubt now? Please keep asking the doubts also. We have Shramik in our team who is responding to each and every query. So you will get response from him also. And also if I see the chat, I'll also respond. Okay, you were in the last session. Cool, cool, cool. I'm taking the same example basically in all the sessions so that the things will be easier to understand. Cool. So we have understood this, right? We know now what a semantic search is. Semantic search basically helps us to search in a non-traditional manner. We don't have to search for, let's say, Java. We don't have to basically send the search term Java if we are trying to search for Java. We can say the language, secure language, which helps in building what banking apps, banking web apps. So if we search like this, probably we are going to get Java out of it, right? Because currently the banking sector is using Java a lot. So yep, this is all. Now we have talked about this also, models. Now let's talk about this. What changed basically? Before like Gen AI, before these things, before we were using Chat GPT, before we were prompting things, there was already it was like implemented already. LLM was there before also. If we talk about Netflix, if we talk about our emails, if we talk about our Face ID, everything was working before also. So that means they were using this discriminative AI, which was basically used to classify items, to classify things. By seeing a mail, our LLM used to respond that this is spam mail or not, or by seeing our Netflix history it is going to respond which movie we can see next, so they will come in our recommendation section. With that we can also see the feature like Face ID. It is not today's feature, it was also a past feature. Based on our face features, it is going to scan our face and basically we are able to unlock our phones. Now what changed? The only thing that changed, the huge difference between discriminative AI and generative AI is now we can also text, we can also, what do we say send prompts, or it is a two-way communication now. Earlier, it was one-way communication only. Based on our data, it was getting some pattern and we were getting the responses. Now it is a two-way communication. Maybe up to now, I haven't seen anything regarding Rust. And today I can start learning Rust. I can prompt it that I want to know about Rust, and we will start a chat session for Rust. Okay. It is the same like forms for a website. Earlier, we didn't have any way of communication. Now we have. And similarly, here also, now we have a way of communicating, that is our prompt. Cool. So if I use simple discriminative AI for our prompting, that what it will do? It will basically see all the things which already have been asked or see patterns in my search query. And based on that, it is going to give me some data, right? I don't want that. Now, the major shift which has happened is because of this generative AI. Now, not only can AI or LLMs classify my data, they can also generate new data based on my search. This is like revolutionary thing. Now it has opened many gates. Maybe the work I am trying to generate is specifically to me, specifically to my style, right? I can generate a thing in various styles. I can generate text, images, videos in various styles. I don't have to. stick to a definition. If I don't like the definition, I can say that I don't like the definition. Give me another definition. Maybe that new definition is only written for me and no one else is using that. Are you getting what I'm saying? This is like magical in a way. Okay, are we together up to now? So here, do we need prompts in discriminative AI? We don't, right? And now we need prompts in order to do the communication. Cool, everyone? I can't see some messages. Classify. Okay, classification basically, let's say I'm watching only comedy movies on Netflix. Okay. I'm not watching any other genre. So uh what can be the recommendation from Netflix to me? It will recommend me more comedy movies, right? So that is what. Based on my search history, it is giving me new recommendations. So that is what discriminative AI is. That is what classification is. So Netflix is classifying my user journey, and based on my user journey, it is recommending me some of the movies. Is it fine now? Satyavardhan. Okay. Is it fine now, Satyavardhan? Okay. Gen AI is used, learn things. Yes, 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 yes. Our Gen AI is constantly learning things from our public portals and all the public places where it can learn basically. And based on our prompt, although they say that our prompts are private, I can believe them, I can believe them not. That's up to me. Also, there are a lot of history where they have published our data also, so can't say anything right now. So yeah, this is generative AI. It is generating text based on our thing. We need prompt here. This is clear, right? Let's go to the new section. Now we are starting today's section. What is a good or a bad prompt? A good prompt basically is first thing is this is the line which is going to be repeated in throughout the session. The line is any prompt which makes our result good, which gives us the result basically which we are trying to get is a good prompt. Okay. But a group good prompt basically can't just simply work like that. We need to make our prompts good enough so that they can't hallucinate. One of the things about AI is it can assume things, and AI responses basically it is trying to please the person who are using it. And in that, it may give us wrong results. There have been studies, there have been cases in past where the wrong results have led maybe developers, maybe other people from other domain to higher risks. So that is bad. We want our prompts to be specific. We want our prompts to do our work basically. So in order to do that, let's see some examples. Now here is an example. What is a blog? Okay, write a blog. This is our first example. Can you tell me, is this a good prompt or not? Please type yes for good and not, right? No for, yeah, you can type no. No. Cool. Why we are saying that? Because we have read this line also. Because we know now that a prompt needs to be as specific as it can be. A prompt need to be like should not be generalized, right? It should be fully informative. Yep. So this prompt, look at this prompt. Write a 700 word beginner friendly blog explaining prompt engineering in a conversational tone. Include an introduction, five best practices, and conclusion. This looks like a solid prompt, right? Cool. Agreed so far? Cool. We are going to go deep into it. Okay. So please be attentive. Now, this can create an illusion that if our prompt is long enough, long in length, it is good. Now, let's look at this prompt. Write something about AI that is good, detailed, interesting, and perfect. Include everything important, make it short and suitable for everyone. Now, is this a good prompt or a bad prompt? Type yes for good and no for bad. Okay, you are saying no. Let me repeat it again. Write something about AI that is good, detailed, interesting, and perfect. Include everything important. Make it short and suitable for everyone. Okay, Ravi, you are saying good. Cool. Okay. Satya, you are also saying good. Cool, cool. Nandini is saying false. No. Okay, Pawan, you are saying good. Basically, it is not a good prompt. Okay, why? Let me talk about that. Or let's do one thing. Why we are talking when we can do things, right? Let me do this thing. Let me take this prompt and maybe we can open our chat GPT. I'm going to use this only. Okay, you can use Gemini or anything. It is fine. I just want to show the prompts. That's it. Let me remove this. So, yep, I'm giving this prompt directly, right? Okay, it is giving me something, some data. Now what is the issue with this prompt if it is giving data? Now let's do some other prompt. Let's look at this prompt. Write a 500 word beginner friendly article explaining Gen AI to college students. How specific this is, right? Because in this, we are not setting any boundaries. We are saying that something about AI, okay, that is good. It is vague again. Detailed, interesting, fact, perfect. This part is good. Now, again, this part includes everything important. What is everything important? Important is a word which can be different for different audience, right? Make it short is fine, but suitable for everyone. Again, if you are giving a prompt for everyone, that doesn't make sense in today's time. If I'm taking this session and let's say it is for everyone, then then it is not a good session. Let me say it openly, right? If it is for everyone, it is bad. I have to specify to whom I am talking, to whom I'm creating this blog. Is a 10-year experienced person is going to take my session? Is a fresher is going to take my session? Who is going to take my session? Are they technically sound? They know about technical things. When I say the word LLM, will they crave for full form or not? Will they understand my terms? Will they understand my language? If I'm talking in English, will they understand? Do they understand English basically or not? Do I have to change my language? Do I have to change my expressions? Do I have to change my things based on the things of the user? So, whenever we are trying to say everything, something, these are all vague terms. That's why this prompt is not a good prompt. Cool, getting it? Okay, 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 okay. We are going too far with orchestration. Right now, we are talking about prompts only. So, you are getting this, right? So, that means we need to be specific in order to do our command or in order to give the explanation to our prompt. Now, this is a good example that 500 were beginner friendly. So, we are creating a target audience persona already, that whom we are going to cater. We are going to cater beginner friendly people who don't know a lot about generative AI or maybe who are new in the Gen AI field. And here we are again specifying the college students. So we know that they don't know much. Maybe through internet they know much, but how much they don't, we are not sure of. We want real world examples, key applications, advantage, limitations with a conclusion in short summary. Okay, so this is better prompt than this. This, although is giving us some response, but we have to read it out basically to see if it is good or not. Or let's do one thing. Let me copy this and let me paste the response somewhere. Let me paste the response here. We will maybe see it afterwards. Or it will be in here only. You can see whenever we get time. Oh, wait. This is hard. Okay, it is. Just making it a little messy. So yeah, this was the response with another color. We can see it afterwards. Now, what do we discuss so far? We discuss some of the core elements without discussing them definition by definition. So, in a good prompt, what we are saying that we want to fix a role to the prompt as well, to the LLM persona as well. This is called as LLM persona. Earlier, we used to like first we need to set a tone for our LLM that you are software engineer, you are my senior, you are a student, you are an expert or anything, and based on that we are going to give the task what's actually need to be done. Then we are going to get some context, the background information that I am going to teach this to college student, I'm going to teach this to experienced developers, I'm going to teach this to maybe project managers who doesn't know about coding much but they know about projects, they know about maybe management. So that can be one thing. Then I have to do the constraint part. In constraint, what do we do? Let's say in constraint basically we short the things, or we put some barriers into our prompts. We don't want to see anything. Maybe word limit or word count is the constraint, maybe the language is the constraint, maybe I'm trying to create one JSON in which I don't want the response as text, I want the response as JSON. So we can do that, right? And then we have output format. Do we need it in tables, bullets, JSON, code, markdown? Do I need to create a markdown for this particular section? Sorry, particular section. What is this? Draw. Do I need something here or anywhere else? We can do like this. So a good prompt basically have all of these things. Okay. Cool as of now? Please tell me. And also I have a question here. Create a prompt for understanding joins in SQL. This is example. We need to write a good prompt for it. Okay, so let's write it together. Let's write. You can write in the comments, and we will pick. I also try writing it. So first we have to assign a role. Okay, what role can be assigned to LLM for this particular query, for this particular prompt? Give me a role, please. SQL developer or data engineer? No, why Java developer? We are talking about SQL here, right? Okay, SQL developer sounds good. Database related role, yep. Trainer background teacher, okay. Trainer also can be a good choice, right? You are a trainer with of database, maybe I can use basis. So this is about role, right? Now we have to give the tasks. So understanding joins. Joins in SQL. So we can write like, right, we need to understand join, explain joins for SQL. This is our actual task. Now we have to set the context, like background information. Who are we talking to? We are probably talking to, no, LLM is LLM is good, but we are who are we creating this prompt for? Like, why are we doing this prompt? Who are we going to teach joins in SQL? Let's say college students. Okay, so we need to um I need to explain this to college tomorrow. Okay, I can also write the students are learning this for the first time, right? I can give, like, the most context I can give, the more better result it will generate. Now the constraint parts. In today's time, we don't want our things to be basically go in full paragraph mode, right? We want bullet points, we want fast words, we want like keywords only. With So I can write the constraint like keep it short, short, give proper definition for each join in 2 lines. 2 lines are good. And also give example with it. So this can be a good thing, right? Now, what is the next thing? Word count we have given 2 lines. The output format. In order to do output format, if I'm teaching, I don't want every like learner to basically read out things from my screen. So that's why I mostly rely on bullet points, right? Any teacher basically mostly should rely on bullet points, and then they will explain the things. This is how it should be. Agreed? Yes, no, anything? So we can say that give the result in bullet points. Cool. Now let me take this prompt. Let's go to our this thing. Let's open a new chat and let's paste it. Let's see. See now this doesn't look like ChatGPT normal output, right? Because it is so much modified. A join is used to combine rows between two columns, use primary and foreign key. Now teacher can explain like what is primary key, what is foreign key, how they are connected. With this example, they can use the same example, they can use some other example. Inner joins, again we have some example. Left join, again we have some example, SQL query. Right. So this is a prompt which I gave or which we collectively gave to our LLM in order to get the data. If I simply write, let's say I create a new thing. If I simply write, I need to teach what? SQL join. Give me content, something vague. Okay. Now we can see the difference. Okay, okay. It is taking context from the previous session. Let me do one thing. Can I do that? No. I wish I could have like deleted this, na? Oh, why this? Can I remove chats? Recent chats. Remove, delete. Yup. I'm using this after a long time actually. Let me delete all the chats. So, yup, these things are deleted. Yeah, new chat session. I opened new chat. Okay, cool. Tell me about, or not tell me about, teach me SQL joins. Let's see. Okay. It is giving me good responses actually. So maybe the responses are improved. But you get the point, okay? Right. Log out it. Okay, okay. Acha, okay. Let me do it here in incognito. Can you see the incognito window? Just a second. I think I'm not sharing this entire screen. Let me share the entire screen. Desktop one. Yep. Now I think you are able to see the this screen, na? Incognito, Chat GPT. Okay. Now it is a new window. Tell me about joins in SQL. Okay. We can see it is still getting to the point. Maybe joins is a easy topic. But the way we were getting it earlier was different because we were getting it like SQL queries also. It is already giving everything. So yeah, maybe I'll take another examples, but I hope you all get the point. Cool. Are we good up to now? Yes. Cool. So this was the point. Basically, we have to give these all things if we want to get the output in the way we desire. Right? Now, in order to achieve the prompts, we have some techniques. Again, with these techniques, they are techniques, we will understand them like one by one. We don't have to worry about them. But what is our main goal? Our goal is what is a group good prompt basically, which gives us the desired results. Nothing else. We don't care about any technique, we only care about the desired result. Okay, we are going to understand this thing. Maybe zero shot prompting is going to help us in one scenario, whereas in some other scenario, contextual prompting will help, structured prompting will help. Maybe we will add one or two techniques to basically perform our activity. Okay, so let's see about this. Cool. So let's see one by one. The first technique is zero shot prompting. What is zero shot prompting? Basically, what we are trying to do, we'll give the exact task to our LLM, but we will not give any examples. Okay. So, if you know me, I create tutorials and things in Telescuna. So this doesn't help me actually. Because last time I was creating something for LangChain series, and in that I wanted to show the code in a easy form because that's how we can learn it. Now in that also it was giving me some complex code. I'm not sure why, but once I give some examples to it, then it start performing the way I wanted it to perform. So in zero shot, what do? We don't give any example. This is the keyword here, example, and we want to do any specific task without giving an example. Examples are 300 word blog on the benefits of learning Python for beginners, then write a Python function to check whether number is prime or not. Also, let's see it in action, right? Let me create a new chat and let's see it in action. So 300 word blog is like this. It doesn't have any examples. I could have created different sections for it, right? I could have created anything, like created some images in between or something. But since there is no example from which our thing can look up to, so it is giving us this response. Again, the same goes for this. For a prime check, let me open a new session. Okay, okay. Okay. This is giving this what do we say this? Come description or comment na. This is because I was using it like a day before only. So that's why it is giving like this. That's why I chose ChatGPT because it is not tuned up to my settings. So it is using like this. Okay. Now, what it is doing, it is also checking the false cases, the edge cases, and then it is giving result. If I, let's say, copy this prompt again and open it in incognito once again, let's see. Okay. Okay. Maybe it is taking it from some GitHub, which is like this code only. Okay, now we can see that it is not giving us anything. Let me open it here, a new window, and let's see this window. Cool. So it is giving me a basic function, nothing fancy, but maybe I want time complexity as well, space complexity as well. All those things I'm not getting them. Why? Because I have not mentioned them in the prompt. Maybe if I write a better prompt, they will give me proper explanations also. Cool. So this is one way. Now, what is example? More examples. Code, domain, text. We can choose any example. We can write any prompt here, right? So the example I thought about. This is zero shot, right? We can't give any examples here. So maybe we are trying to create or any examples where we can't send any JSON. Maybe we can play with JSON also, where we can't give any examples. We can write like, give me a JSON for students which have fields. Okay, fields is also too specific, right? We have to give vague in order to get the wrong responses. Now, if I write like this, new chat, it is going to give me a vague JSON response, which is maybe according to my database or not. I'm not giving any examples also. Maybe I could have given examples for subjects, for maybe classes I have taken, for marks I have taken, for some other entity or field which is associated with our student fields, right? So this all we could have done, but we are not able to do that because we are not giving any JSON in the prompt. We are simply asking for the responses. This is not good. This is vague. We could have given some more information. Cool. So this is about zero shot prompting. But again, for some specific task, like we saw here, right, in recent history, prime number check. If we want to use only code, if we don't have the intention of getting anything apart from a single piece of code, this is fine. This works fine, right? We don't have to give the example of prime number program to get the prime number program. Does that make sense? Are you getting my point? This is one way. We can say that in most of the scenarios it can fail, but in some scenarios, even it can work for us. Okay, so this is one way. Can we jump to the next one? Yes. Every prompt should follow a good format, good structure. Basically, this structure. Where is the structure? Yep, this is the structure. Right now, I'm not using any good structure because I'm not trying to give you the good structure again and again. I'm just trying to explain the zero shot prompting. So, zero shot prompting means our structure doesn't have any examples in it. If we give any examples, maybe it will learn fast and it will give the responses in the way we are expecting it. Right? Cool. So we are moving forward. I can also take names. I can see all your names and ask if you are with me or not. I used to do this in my classes. Right now, I'm not doing it. So yeah, next is one shot prompting. So zero shot was when we were not giving any example. In one shot, we are giving specifically a single example before asking the model to perform that particular task. So see, this can be a good example where we are setting the tone for our LLM to response. We don't want long responses, maybe. We just want one word response. And also in positive and negative, maybe neutral. We don't know, but we can give only one example. So let me take this. Let's create a new chat. Let me write this. So in this, we are giving one example. You all are able to see the screen, right? We are giving one example. The movie was amazing. So this is a good sentence, maybe a positive sentence. And then we are saying the food was terrible. Now we are telling our LLM to basically give output accordingly. Let's see. This is our output. If the example was not there, the output like could have been a different thing, right? So this is the power of giving an example, a one shot thing. Now I can give one more thing input. Let's say I'm giving, is there any neutral sentence that doesn't say it is good or bad? I want to see if it, like in output, it gives neutral or not. Can you think of anything? Please type in the chat. Let me think also. Honest review, neutral. नहीं, form it in a sentence. Honest review तो again is a vague thing. I am doing okay. Let's see. I am doing okay. Let's see if this is positive or negative. Neutral. Nice, nice. So it is getting. So it is getting our responses, which is good, right? So again, with a single example, we are able to manage the outputs properly. Again, let's go to this. Let's see. Okay, this is like the other form of it. Let me copy this. Now let's try this. When I'm saying the movie was amazing, it is saying, "Oh, great! I am so glad to hear that. I also liked the movie." Okay, cool. So now when I will say the food was terrible, the output should change, right? Let's see. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. It sounds like the food was really bad. Bad. I hope your next meal is much better. So this the same example gives two different outputs in this way, right? This is cool. By giving only a single thing, now let's write I am, what was the sentence? I am doing okay. Let's write this. I input I am doing okay. That's good to hear. I'm glad you are doing okay. I hope the rest of your day goes well. Cool, cool. It is kind of generic thing only to say, but cool. So what we are doing through prompt engineering, we are setting the tone how we are getting the responses, right? We are setting the tone of our responses. So if we are creating in future any chat application, any, let's say, assistant or anything, we are going to use these kind of prompting techniques for sure. So this is one thing. Now, one shot means one example. Now, this was just an example. Write a prompt from Hulk's perspective. Let's say we are talking to Hulk, right? So let me write like this. In input, we can write, I'm going to eat anything. Let's say any food item, please. Chapati. Yep. Chapati. And Hulk response output. Okay, let me change it to pasta then. And the output is like Hulk hungry too. So this is the output. Okay. Let me also write as an example. Now analyze this. The input is I am going to sleep. Let's see how Hulk respond to this. Hulk sleep too. Okay, okay, okay. We are getting this green symbol also because our LLM knows Hulk. Yep. So this was the whole point of giving an example as a in the prompt basically. Okay, this set the context of our entire conversation. This set the context of the way we are getting the output. Are you with me? Hello? Okay, thank you for responding. Let's move forward. Now we have few shot. What is few shot? Again, zero shot was no example. One shot was one example. Few shot is basically just an extension of one shot. We can have multiple examples here. So this is an example. Let's copy it. Let's see what it does. So example one, what we are doing. Your order has been shipped. So it is categorizing it into shipping. In example two, we are getting the payment or the your payment has been received. So it is into category payment. Now, third example is your refund has been processed. So it is into the category refund. And now your package will arrive tomorrow. Okay, it should be into logistic or some movers packers category, right? So let's see. Shipping. Yep. It is into shipping category. So this way we can work with multiple examples, the same way we worked with this. I hope you all are getting it easily. There is nothing too complicated in it. But if you feel anything, please ask your questions. We can play around with more examples also. Basically, why I have taken these examples into the notes now, because other way I would have played like full day. From 2 days, I am playing only with different examples. So I easily go like into that zone of playing things. So I don't want it to go do that into live session. So yeah, get this point. Fine up to now. Everything is sorted. We are happy. We can move forward. Okay, Vishaka is saying nice. We can go. Cool. Now we have understood short promptings basically. Now this is chain of thought prompting. Basically, the model, basically modern models, like the models which we are using now, we don't have to do this intentionally. We don't have to write these things intentionally, basically, to do the things step by step. Chain of thought basically means doing things step by step or like that only. Okay, here we have some examples. Let's say a train travels at 60 for 3 hours and then 80 for 2 hours. Calculate the total distance traveled. This text is enough basically to calculate the distance traveled. Now what we are doing additionally is we are adding this logic. Think through the calculation step by step and then provide the final answer. In past times, in earlier times, we used to do things like this. Now we don't need them. Now basically our LLM is smart enough to do this thing. If I give this directly to, let's say here, let's see how it does the work. Using formula, it is already giving us formula, right? We don't have to go step by step. Again, if I change the same prompt, maybe to this. So in this, we have added the calculation step by step part only, but it was already doing that. Only a small thing is changed, I think. Recent chat, the calculation. So yeah, nothing is changed. It is same only, right? Only like the space it is taken. but the things are same only. So are all the modern models, modern LLMs, we don't have to basically take care of each step by step process or anything. It does that automatically. But if you want something specific, we can use it. Like here, what we are doing, write a Python function to determine whether the number is prime. The same example from prime number. Now, here what we can do additionally is with the code, maybe we are doing DSA, some DSA questions, right? So in that, what we can do instead of simply copying that particular question and pasting that, we can write some things for our LLM also. That first explain the logic you will use, then write the optimized code, and finally optimize it time complexity as well. Let me remove that thing for now. Let me see it like this only. Okay, it is giving me simply output. It is not doing anything. What we can do? We can create a new search. Okay, let's do it side by side. Okay. I can paste it now and now first, okay, I only copied first part. Now I'm again copying, write a Python function to determine whether the number is prime or not. And with that, I'm also writing that I don't want the solution directly. I first need the explanation logic, then the optimized code, and then the finalized analysis between time and space complexity. Time complexity, and we can also write space. Space complexity. Cool. Now it is giving us logic, then it will write code, then it will analyze also. Cool. So this is chain of thought thing. What does it mean? In chain of thought, what we are doing differently is we are asking a prompt, and in prompt we are telling that you need to follow this particular chain. You don't have to simply give me the output which I am desiring for. You have to show me the steps also. I hope this is fine, right? Okay, I'm not getting any replies now. I am going to start taking names now. Okay, you start replying. Cool. Started replying now. Cool. So here is another example. Like we have Java and Python. Compare Java and Python, the most important famous battles in the world. Java versus Python. Now, a easy prompt can be an easy prompt can be what? Let's say this only. Compare Java and Python. But maybe we are looking for something specific. Maybe we are looking for any silly thing to basically. Why I'm saying silly thing, let me explain that first. In my understanding, the number of lines or the number of line of code doesn't matter. Okay. I like Python, I like Java, both. I love Java basically, I like Python. But number of line doesn't matter. How does it matter? If I'm writing, let's say, system.out.println in 5 lines and I'm writing print in one, does it matter? Are we going to use that code into our production, right? We not, no, right? So that's my reasoning for that. That's why I'm writing what I'm writing. Compare Java and Python and give me better response, better language option based on count of lines. Again, it doesn't matter to me at least. Maybe it matters to you. I'm not sure. Does it matter to you basically? I don't know. I have been into so many debates for Python versus Java basically. It used to start with count of lines only, number of lines based on count of lines. Cool. Let's see what our LLM say. If your criterion is number of lines required to implement a solution, that Python is generally better choice. Usually syntax is much more concise. Right? So what we did here, we basically we basically gave the context and made it to only focus on count of lines. And based on this count of lines only, we are getting all of these, what do we say, features, all of these comparisons. Yep. What about security Python? Actually, security is there in Python also. We should not mock Python basically in live class. It is going to be recorded. We should not mock. So cool, you get the point, right? What we did basically to cater let's say larger picture, we are giving a particular response because we want only that response. Only number of lines basically matters to us for this particular prompt. But if I open a new chat and instead of giving any particular domain or any particular thing, if I write directly compare Java and Python, it is going to like compare it in different areas as well, like learning curve, deployment speed, memory management, cross platform. So yeah. Cool, are we getting this point? And also it is giving me these all things. Maybe it was already there in the past lines also. Just a second. Yeah, it was a bit less because it was focused on only number of lines. Cool. Are you with me getting this point? So this is what a chain of thought prompting is. In chain of thought prompting, we don't only give what we want, the task, but we also give the particular information like what in that also we want. Also, step by step counting we can also give. We can say things like logic and all, and also like this. So basically, we are defining our output to be very precise to whatever information we want. Cool. Are we good? Let me take some name now. Are we good? Venkat. Venkat is here. Are we good, Venkat? Type yes if you are here, or no if you are not. Cool. Cool. Thank you, Pranay. Absent. Yeah, it looks like he's absent. No, okay, Vishakha issues. Okay, okay. Cool, cool. No issues. So after chain of thoughts, let's move to another prompting technique, which is structured prompting. This is where we like if we want to get something in JSON, if we want to get something in, let's say, this markdown format, or we want to get it in any other form, we are going to basically specify the format as well. Okay. So this is what we basically do for our blogs also. We can do up for it for blogs also. Since I am also in development, I'm developing various tutorials for various kind of projects. So I use this a lot, the JSON formatting a lot. Do I have to show it? Like, let's see. In markdown format, let's see. It will create a table basically like this. And also there was an assignment here, right? Okay. Explain the benefits of Docker in blog using a blog. Now here I have already written these things, but we can rewrite it basically. Let's say. So now what we are trying to do, we are trying to create a prompt for our LLM, for our model, which will give us a blog-like structure. Okay. So create a, okay. First, so let's give the task directly. Let's say you are uh, Docker, we are saying now, so DevOps engineer. And maybe you need to write a blog for new learners about Docker. Okay. So this is like role set. Now we can write things, write it in the block form and create subheadings. Heading, create top heading and subheadings like this. So for main heading, we can write anything. We can write maybe Docker, the only thing to know, or the things you should not avoid, maybe. Something related to this. Okay, I'm not good at writing, but yeah. Also, write in small paragraphs and cover these subheadings. What are the subheadings? These only. I'm just copying them. Copy and paste. Okay, now I'm giving the prompt a little format, like with JSON, like Markdown. I'm giving it a format of using what? Of using subheadings and headings. So let's see. See, it is giving us a solid heading and then everything is in subheadings. Each section divided with this line, right? So this is another way of basically dealing with this thing. Cool. Are you with me? Also, let me show you one more thing. Let's say with this JSON, mostly JSONs are not like this. If we are sending any students, we we get a lot of fields. Like, okay, let's say we are getting a field student count. So in student count, we are getting the count. Maybe one, let me write here. With that, let me write pagination things also. Let's say this is our page one. And with that, let's write total page. And in total pages, let's write 10. Okay, with that, let's write one more thing. Let's give it per page. Okay, this doesn't look good as a field, but let's see. Okay, I'm giving this information. Now, what I'm going to do for 3 students? No, for 30 students. Let's see now. Now it is also giving us this, na? Student count, page number, total pages 10, total page per count 10, and then it is giving us the list. Now I hope it only contain 10 students. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, okay. It is going beyond it. So it is not basically maintaining the this part. Cool. We can update it. Okay, okay. I'm sorry I started playing basically. So this was one thing. So in a normal JSON response, we don't get this user count or page number or total pages. But if we provide it to our LLM, it is going to give us in the same format. Student count here is also updated to 30, which is good, right? So this is one thing. Okay, cool. Any doubts so far? It is good. It is easy up to now. cool. I'm marking it as yes. Let's see the contextual prompting. Only two things are left. Okay, don't worry about it. It is going to end soon. Maybe before 10, we can target to before 10. Let's see. Let's see. The contextual prompting. So it is what the role basically. It basically introduces the role that I'm teaching Python to class 11 CBSE student who have no programming experience. And then we are asking our question. Then we are giving it a task that explain Python loops or anything. Here also, I'm saying the same thing. I'm a software engineer preparing for backend developer interview and REST APIs with this. I think it is okay. We are basically giving a background information. Okay, this is the keyword here. We are giving the context. We are setting the context for the entire chat. Who am I? Who am I talking to? Why I am talking to? All this context. Now, in order to create a YouTube video on prompt engineering, we all can write our scripts in our own time. Okay, I'm not going to write it live now. So this is about contextual programming. I hope you are getting it. Do I need to write it, show it, or we are good? Are we good? If you want me to basically paste it, good. Okay. Jignesh. Hey, Jagdisha. Sorry, Jagdisha. It was a long name, new name for me. Okay, we are fine. We are fine. You got it right. So, basically, what we are doing, we are basically setting the context that, okay, who am I? I am a teacher. And then I have to teach students who don't know anything about Python, anything about loops. And then I can give the task, the actual task. That way, it will be sorted. Okay. The next thing is constraint-based prompting. We have already seen it, although let's talk about it. Constraint means basically limiting our output. We can do it through length, through style, through tone. Examples are explain machine learning in no more than 100 words using simple English. So we are giving simple English also as a keyword here. And no more than 100 words is also a keyword here. And third keyword is anyway our main thing, like explain machine learning, right? Similarly here, if we are seeing this, so we have to write a professional mail. So professional is a keyword here. 2 days leave. This is our like main thing, the task. And we are also setting the tone to formal and polite. So this is the constraint setting basically. We are setting the constraints. Also here, if we see, write a program to reverse a string using Python. So we are setting the first constraint using Python. And the next constraint is do not use built-in reverse function. So we can't use built-in reverse function here. So these are the two constraints here. First is using Python, and the second is we can't use the built-in reverse function. Okay. And here I have written some random words. We can also set the constraint. Let's say I only want the output to be in bullets. We can do that. We can limit our output. We have already seen that. That is also a kind of constraint only for length, like this 100 words. Short sentences, two sentences. We do all of those things. Then in the last session, if you were there, I created a chat application and then I limited the output to 2 lines because it was giving me a lot of lines basically as output, and it was not good for my credit score. I was not happy with the tokens used for that particular demo. So I changed that to 2 lines that we can do to limit these things. Also, we can set a tone for our target audience here also. That is also kind of constrained only, right? I only want to talk to non-tech person maybe about this prompting. Then this session is entirely different. Then I don't start with LLM. Then I don't basically can directly say semantic searches. I have to show them how search works traditionally, and then I will have to move to semantic search. So this is that, right? Now I have to talk about few things. Okay, first of all, let me know if this is fine. Are we good up to now? Okay, thank you. Thank you for responding. If you have any questions so far in these seven prompting techniques, you can ask. Okay, don't worry about it. It is very open kind of session. That's the whole point of having this session live, right? Cool. I'm not seeing any questions. I'm only seeing yes, so I'll take it. Now, with that, I have not written the next part. Do we have use cases for all these prompt types? Yeah, we have these. Yes, yes, we do have use cases for all these prompt types. We I showed all these examples only to show the use cases only. The confusing, bit confusing. How can we define? Can you take an example and explain? This thing, constraint one. We can basically put any constraint. For Okay, let me take this again. Here, what we are doing, let's say we are not using any constraint. Okay, we are simply saying explain machine learning. I'm removing this part. So it is going to give me a response. Now it is giving me a response like this. Cool. It is giving me a lot of response this prompt is itself is not a good prompt. We all understand it now. Now what I'm doing, I'm again not writing a perfect prompt, but what I'm doing is I don't want to see like more than 100 words in it. And again, also don't want to see complex English. So I'm writing like this. That 100 words is my first constraint, and then simple English is my second constraint here. So when I type enter, maybe it will give me yeah, smaller output. Yes, yes, Vishaka, I'm coming to that only. Cool. Are you getting it? Cool, cool. So this was one example. Other examples can be this only. I can be anything, right? I if I don't specify, let's remove some words. Let's remove professional here. Write an email then requesting leave for 2 days. Let me also remove this polite tune and everything. Let's see. Okay, it is asking me like this. Okay, okay. It is not good. Okay, briefly describe the reason. No, family matter. Okay, let me write health reasons. This should be fine. It is asking me for tones. This is good, but we have not given it. Okay, that's why it is asking. Maybe we could have given it. Dear manager. Okay, dear manager. Okay. Okay, like this, I can set the tone in the prompt itself so that the prompt don't need to ask. We are using ChatGPT, so it is asking. If we are using directly an LLM call in our application, it will not ask for the prompts, further prompts, right? So that is the game. Let me change the tone to informal, and let's say we can make it a little rude also if we want. And let's make the this unprofessional email requesting leave for 2 days. Because of traveling maybe, and keep the tone this. Cool. Now the ChatGPT doesn't have to ask anything. I need a leave for 2 days, have to travel, won't be available during this time, so please manage things without me. Nice. And this will easily get you fired. Cool. So this is that, right? We can set the tone. We can do the constraint by using tone, by using word limits, by using any constraint which we can think of. Maybe our system is giving us responses in a particular way. We don't like that, so we want to change those things. Okay, I'm going to show you two things that will help you in this. Cool. Is this good now? Let me know, then we will proceed further. Because there are two, three things basically waiting for us. So got it. Thank you. Thank you, Vishaka. Cool. Now let's talk about some things. This is our prompt engineering. Whatever we are learning right now is been around from last 2 to 2.5 years, right? So everyone, including all of us, have used some or the other prompts, some or the other technique without knowing them, basically. We all have used these techniques already. Now, the interesting thing is, after knowing these techniques, our prompt can be improved. That is one point. And the second point, now we can explain what part or what technique we are using. So if anyone asks us any technique, like what you are using, so you can easily explain them. And also you also get some clarity while using them. Okay, so that's why this session was kind of important. When I took this session, I thought this what is this topic? Because this topic I can basically finish this topic in one line, and that one line is to get the desired output. Give a prompt to any LLM which can provide us a desired output. This is what prompt engineering is. Now, I got your question, right? Like which one is better between these types? The thing is, there is no better technique or what do we say? Worst technique. Worst is when we don't give any context, when we don't give anything. Okay, this you all can also see, right? No. Okay. Okay. Now, which is better technique? I would say combining all the things is a better technique. Combining the things whenever they are required can be a better thing. There is no rules, no set rules for this. You can use any structure, any way of conveying your message to the LLM. And also, what will happen with time is with time you are going to get which application. Let's say I'm not creating an application. I'm basically creating, let's say I'm creating, we have actually created already. I'm just trying to show you. Just a second. Okay, let's put it here. Like this is a site. Let me open learn.lsq. In this, right now, we don't have any AI features. We are introducing them shortly. But we have this link, right? Alien Coach. This is completely AI generated, what do we say, platform. So in this, I used to have dashboard which creates the information about my course, study mode where I can write the questions. So here now we have used those constraint, those things. Let's say this is entirely for study, right? That's why the name is study mode. Now if I ask about anything beyond study, let me ask about um when is KBC going to start? Okay. Chat title KBC. Okay. So I'm giving this irrelevant prompt. It is not an irrelevant prompt, but it is not suited in this section, in this area, in this study mode, because we have entirely designed it to cater only technical queries. So what it is saying, I appreciate the interest, but I specialized exclusively in programming and software topics, software development topics. I'm not qualified to teach about television shows and schedules. Okay. And also with that, however, if you are interested in learning something related to software development, like building quiz application, creating programming languages, I'd be happy to help. Okay, so all the constraints are working here. If I write anything related to KBC or any other show, na, let me write anything regarding any person who is loosely related to coding. Let's say, where is James Gosling now? Gosling now. You all know James Gosling, right? James Gosling is who is James Gosling? Can anyone answer in the chat? Do you know this name, James Gosling? Or this is a new name to you all? How many of you are in Java? Yeah, Java founder. Cool. So although I tried to manipulate the AI a little bit by using the term related to Java, but it catched me basically. It caught me. And again, it is saying, I appreciate your curiosity, but I am specialized in programming and software development topics. So please stick to the topics. And if now I ask about, tell me about loops in, let's say, Rust. So now it is processing my request. Okay. Before that, it was not processing my request only. So we have created those gates. Now it is giving me some topics accordingly, which we can see later. Now, if I go to home page again, we have created this to basically for this section. Basically, this was our hero section. What was this? In this, what we were trying to do, let me tell you, we were thinking that what if you don't need any teacher to to learn things? What if AI is that capable that you can learn at your own pace with your kind of example, with your language, in your language basically, and at your pace? Maybe you don't want to learn everything about everything. You don't want to take any Java course. You only want to learn file handling. So you can create a specific file handling course, and then you can learn that file handling thing in a course section. If I write, let's say if it is working or not, I want to learn file handling in Java. Create. Okay, I'm simply writing my query. Not a good prompt, but let's see if it is work. It works. So here, you can use my personalized information. So all the details in my profile section it can use, or it is asking me again. Okay, so I am a developer with 10 years of experience, advanced level. Maybe I have done graduation. Cool, IT branch only. Do I know Java? I know Java, Spring Boot. If any other skill I know, maybe I know Python as well. Okay. Learning goal, why I am learning file handling for doing some coding work in office. This is again a vague message, but I am just showing it. Uh, do I need to learn theory? Practice. So I need to learn practice mostly. I don't want project based. I want. Okay. Do I have any certificates? I don't have. I don't want to have. So my information is created. And okay, again, the next section is I have told it that I want to learn this thing and I have given it my information. Okay. Now what it is asking me. Okay, do I have to do that again? Okay. So it is also prompting that I can check my knowledge based on the test it will take, and based on that test, it will upgrade the course structure. Okay. These all things are done through prompting only. So if I say, okay, check my knowledge. Okay, help me here, huh? Help me out. I don't know if I'm going to pass or fail in this Java course. What is the primary purpose of file in a Java? Do I know about file handling or not? I'm assuming read and write data. Okay. Let read and write. Is this right answer or should I go further? Which class is used to read from the file? I'm not sure. I mean I can see the names. Let's for reading now. Let's choose file writer. Which method would you use to write a string into a file? Let's say append or write. Let's say print. We are saying. I know it should be between insert, append, and write. Let me write any random words. So based on this, I am scored 43%. So that means only three questions were correct. And now it is generating an entire new course based on my understanding on that particular topic. Okay. So this was the game here. This was the thing here. Now entire structure is ready. Now I can start learning and go module by module. This was what Alien Coach was about, is about. It is all already live. You can create up to 3 courses. I think I have created more because I have DB access. I manipulated the DB little bit, but you can create up to 3 courses for free. This is a free platform. You can all use it if you want to see. This is completely what do I say? Based on prompts. This is completely prompt application. Okay. We can say a wrapper application for now. Not entirely a wrapper. We have used some tools here and there. But yeah, you get the point. Okay. Cool. Are we good here? So this is the power of understanding how the prompts work. You can create application like this and beyond this also. Cool. I hope this application gives you a little hope about prompting as well. While starting prompting, I thought this was a nothing topic, easy topic, half an hour topic. But yeah, it is good. Tech stack. I think it is this one is created in Spring Boot. Spring Boot and then React is used for front end. You can see this is from Telesco only. Where is by Telesco? Yep, by Telesco only. Spring AI, yes, we have used Spring AI. So yeah, here we can get all the things. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. The main point was to show you the power of prompt engineering. I hope you all get it. That is the whole purpose. Now, what is beyond prompt engineering? Let's talk about that a little bit. So, beyond prompt engineering, we have another term which is context engineering, which we already saw, right? Which we already saw that we can provide an entire context to our prompt and then accordingly it will work. In order to enhance it, I can show you a little bit more. So this is my chat screen, right? Let me open my setting, personalization part. So this all personalization part is nothing but a context setup. Basically, I'm setting a tone of a way of responding in the context of my application so that whenever I get any response through any chat, it is going to follow my context. So context is like a static thing, and based on that, all my prompts will work. So let's say I'm using Hulk here. Give me responses, or let me write like this. Give me responses like Hulk from Avenger. Okay, so this is the context I'm setting for my entire conversation, not for conversation, for entire application. And also this I can set, right? Professional, friendly, candid, quirky. Let me change it to quirky then. Warm, I can change it to anything. Emojis, if I want to use, if I don't want to use, I can say less, use less. And what is my nickname? What is my occupation? Anything interesting or anything else about me, which it can take in mind and basically perform operations accordingly. So the way I use it, I have one issue actually with me. Let me share that. Once I start talking about a topic with LLMs, I basically digress a lot. So I maybe started using LLMs, topic discussion LLM, and then I digress to tokenization, how tokenization works in LLMs, how is tokenization entirely. I go digress into that particular field. Okay, that is one of the major issue which I feel with my curiosity thing. So what I do, I have given a prompt on Gemini actually to basically keep me to that particular point which I started. I'll show you that also. So this is that. Let's see now. We have updated some things here. Okay, customization is updated. Now let's open a new chat. Let's write, I am, okay, let me write nicely. I am having a nice session What are you doing? Okay, this is just because of Hulk, it is giving me this, huh? And because of Quirky, it is giving me these long lines. So it is like setting the tone for the entire conversation. That is what our context is. So if we are building any applications like AI coaching or anything, let's say support system you are building any assistant provider or anything, in that you have to set a lot of context in order to perform the operations. Okay, so you once you set the context, then you don't have to put every prompt through it. You don't have to put like the context into every prompt, right? So that this is going to help. But now, since we are like in 2026 and all, this is also a thing of past. Prompt engineering is done, and now context engineering is also kind of done. Now, what we are focusing on is loop engineering. Cool. This is the game. This is the place where we are playing right now. What is loop engineering now? Loop engineering basically stand for one thing that up to now, up to context engineering, what we have to do is we have to give the exact w- prompts or exact roles, or we have to set the entire conversation based on things, right? And we have to maybe chat a lot to the LLM in order to get the desired output. Now, the loop engineering says that you only prompt me once. I know all the context, I know all the steps, and I'll do the iteration or calling the LLM again and again myself, and I will only provide you the desired solution once. Okay, this is where the things are at right now. Are you with me? Do I need to explain again loop engineering? I think I should. Once again, yeah, yeah, I got that feeling. Ah, don't worry. So, what we were doing in prompt engineering, we were sending the entire what context, role, who we are teaching to, what we are doing, the task, and everything into prompt. Now, after prompt, we move to context, in which we are setting the environment of the room. Ki this is the environmental setup. We are in a teaching space. All the questions that are being asked to you are have been asked, let's say, are being asked from trainers only, and you have to give replies accordingly, and that is the context. Now that context is set like the things we set here in ChatGPT. And afterwards, if I do any chatting sessions, it is going to take care of that context, and accordingly, we will get all the results. So, this is about context. Up to now, everything is clear? Cool. So, up to now, it is clear, then it is easier only. Cool. I can see some, yes, I am moving forward. Now, the loop engineering part. There are advanced things in loop engineering. Let me talk about them. So, what we are saying? We are saying now we are only giving input, and that input also we are not going to reiterate our input, set the entire tone. You do it yourself. We are not going to do it for you. And we are going to do the input once. Now, how many of you know that we have agents, right, in our game now? So you can basically use your agents. Okay, I'm saying agents, I'm not saying single agent. So you can use your, or let me write multiple agents, let them talk to each other. Okay, this is not possible. Okay, let's say this agent does some summary agent we have. And now, like summary agent, we have, let's say, context agent, which set the context of our entire conversation. Now with context agent, we have, let's say, code assistant agent. So what code assistant agent will do? It will fetch out the code whenever required. With code assistant, we can also write, we have, let's say, optimization assistant. Assistant, I'm saying agent. With optimization agent, it also have, let's say, one more agent, which is kind of parent agent, let's say, which is going to take care of this entire flow, like how our query is moving. And we are going to get the actual response from this parent agent. Okay, with summary agent, maybe we also have any input agent, which is going to change the input according to our platform, our LLM, and it is going to talk with each other. And then finally, the result will go to parent agent, and parent agent will then check whether the things are working fine, whether the input is given correctly, whether we are catering that particular input or not. Is it hallucinating? Are the things aligned? Are the examples aligned with the, what do we say, input prompt or anything, right? And then after checking all of these things, we are going to get the proper response. This is what a loop engineering is. Are you getting it now? Is it still complex? It is complex, I mean, but can you understand it now? Okay, can I get some responses? Okay, thank you. So this is the game. Now what we are doing for it, let me show you something which can be helpful. With this AI o'clock webinars, this is for free, right? This is, I'm not, we are not charging anything, but we have this particular course, agentic course. Let me go to courses. Okay, I'm logging with different account. Where is the course? This is the course. So this is the course which we are going to do. Okay, in this there are two things, basically two major things. Is it similar to harness engineering? Yeah, harness engineering now. I have, yeah, it is similar. It is similar to harness engineering. Yes. Now we have this agentic AI term here, which means we are going to create full-fledged production-ready observable agents. And we are also going to do it with Python. So that means we are going to learn a lot of things. We are starting from agentic foundations, then LLMs, then LangChain, then tools, then MCPs, then RAGs, then LangGraph. After LangGraph, you will be able to create a lot of agents and will be able to basically start the communication between them. So after LangGraph, you will be able to do the loop prompting. What loop prompting? Loop engineering, basically. Okay. But now again, what after creating any application, you need to test it, right? So we have multi-agentic orchestration, which is done by Crew AI also. So that is also included with that. After that, you will see security, evaluation, observability, production APIs. How can we create them? How can we use them? We will also create UV here, AWS, cloud deployment, and then also this term, right? FDE. You must have heard this. FDE stands for forward deployed engineer. Forward deployed engineer means a person who is going to go on field or maybe to clients, understand their requirements, and if the software is already built, then that they will going to integrate those things. Or if you are creating a new software, then you are going to create a new software by using AI tools like this, like by using these all things. So accordingly, what you should know about FDE, how you can become an FDE, it is going to be a future role for sure, which we all feel. We are like, our role as a developer is expanding day by day, right? We are writing less codes and observing lot of changes. We are expanding our domain knowledge, and with writing less code, I'm saying we are reviewing code more. If you are using any AI tools, like right now, I am using this Claude Code a lot. So I'm not writing the codes entirely. Also, so basically, the role is changing. We have to upgrade ourselves accordingly. And for that, if you are a Python student, you can do this course basically. With Python, you need to know Python a little bit, and accordingly you will create. Also, if you don't know about Python, we have the entire 71 lessons, and also we are updating new lessons as well in them. You can learn it from here. It is completely free once you enroll. And Fast API also, you already have all these things, and then you can start the sessions, basically live sessions. It is going to start from 16th August, and the timings are 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Just like this. Although the duration you can see here is 3 months, but if the doubts are heavy or if the things are like going out of hands, it can get extended to 1 or 3 weeks maybe. That is fine, right? That is not an issue. So this is the course, the future ready course, kind of, I can say, which we are building. Cool. So this is one of the things which I was like eager to share with you all. Okay. Satyavardhan is saying is the course with Java in future. Oh, with Java. We are already running a course with Java actually. Where is the Java course? Here is the Java course. The same Agentic AI course with Java, in which you will get all the Java modules, 216 lessons free once you enroll. And then we are already having conducting the live classes. So yeah, this is all. This is where the thing stops. Now we can chill, we can ask questions. Okay. Java 1. Yes, yes, Java 1 is also live. Okay, could you please explain how tokens count, token cost are calculated based on the input prompt? Okay. For this now, this was a theory session, but you can you can basically check out this session once. It will really help you. Where is the session? Yeah. The session is under this AIO clock only. This build your own rack. In this, I talked about this only with practical, so that will help you a lot. You will get to see the token counts of any input and any output thing. Also, how they are calculated. Also, if we see any AI models now, let me open this thing. Open AI model for devs. Yep, we see this thing that there is an input price attached to it, output price attached to it. So you can see all those things in that thing. Also, it will be covered in the course as well, right? Cool. What else? Is the course with Java in future? Yes, it is ongoing course. You can see all the recordings and you can join the live sessions also right now. In future, we will see. Who is sure about future? No one is. Maybe today agentic AI will fall and we will see something else only. Who is sure about future? No one is. But with that said, see the coding part, if I talk about that now, the Claude code looks promising to me, to be very frank. It looks promising. It makes sense also. I'm not sure why it was already not built. It makes so much sense to me how we code right now. Like, why do we have to, in earlier times, if you are already a seasoned developer, if you are already have worked in pre-AI era, We used to go where on Stack Overflow and other sites and see the exact same responses of things. Like the one I constantly used to see is to kill any ports. I can't remember. Like my brain is like that. I can't remember the code. So I used to go there again and again and see those kill commands again and again, and then paste those kill commands again and again to kill the ports. So yeah, now we don't have to do that. Now we can basically talk to an LLM, or maybe create an MD file and keep all those things there. So that's why we don't have to basically search for the things entirely, and we can use it easily. This makes so much sense. So I think it is going to stay. The only thing is, the better our prompts are, the less token we will be using. So we have to see that calculation. Maybe in future, your companies will ask you, like, how are you spending so many tokens? Where are you spending so many tokens? So at that time, we need to keep count of our tokens as well. And how we can do that? By simply creating better prompts. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the session so far, right? Yeah, cloud is completely an addiction. It is more addictive than video games, actually. So yeah, if anyone want to share anything, if there is anything, do you feel our debugging skills is going? No, 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 no. Debugging to is like mandatory skills, na, right now. Because sometimes the code it creates is not good enough for at least me, because I create code for projects and then I create code for tutorials. So these two are completely different things. Like I create first code, and then there is a journey of creating production ready code, right? So I can't simply show you the production ready code directly. So in that I suffers a lot basically. But you will need debugging. You will need stronger foundations with time. Yep. If you have any other questions, any other discussions we can have, I'm free now. Okay. Also, if you want to go now, you can leave basically. No issues. Thank you for joining. Which models? Let me see. I have Claude Pro, so I normally used Opus only. But let me see which I'm using currently. Yeah. Thank you, Siddhanshu, for joining. Thank you. Yeah, I'm using Sonnet 5 right now. Yep. Thank you, Jagdish. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. So at this point, I think we can end the session. Cool. I hope this session helped you a lot regarding prompting. And once you start using them, it will help. So yeah, with this intention, I thank you all for joining, and we'll see you in the next session. Good night.